Hello and welcome back to Pittsburgh Vaydor. I'm going to get these spacers installed on the car, but before I do that, I'm going to pull it outside and clean up the garage a little because some of you might have noticed my garage is a complete mess. So I'm going to try to organize this some so it's easier to work on down here, and then I'll be able to work on the car and get those spacers installed and show you how it looks. Alright, I cleaned the garage up a little, just moved some stuff out of the way so I have room to work. It's not perfect. We're going to be throwing a lot of this stuff away tomorrow, so I'm just leaving it there for now. But now there's enough room that I can pull the car in, jack it up, and do the spacers, so I'm going to bring it inside and do that now. Car lifted up on the quick jacks. Time to take the wheel off and install these spacers. Alright, so that's the first spacer just kind of set on there. They're pretty big, as you can see. A lot of you have mentioned that, and as you can see in here, this is why you want hub centric, so the hub from the car actually fits in perfectly with the center of the spacer to keep it centered. So that just makes it for a better ride and less chance of breaking anything. Alright, we've got the first spacer on. As you can see, fitment is already a lot better. It'll settle down and you'll be able to see when I put the car down, it'll poke out a tiny bit more. The other side still doesn't have it on. As you can see, there's much more room than the other side. So I'm going to get the other spacer on here real quick, put the car down, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, there we go. We got the second spacer on. These are the lug nuts that came with the spacer. I'm probably going to be switching those out for some gloss black lug nuts pretty soon. But for now, I just wanted to get them on the car, show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to go drop the car down now and give you guys a look. And there we go. It's back on the ground. As you can see, much better than before. It fits great. I still need to lower the car, obviously. I'm still debating between coilovers, lowering springs, airbags. Really not sure what to do. I'm leaning towards airbags because here in Pennsylvania we have terrible roads. So I need to be able to lift it up for speed bumps, potholes, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure what to go with yet, so I'm still figuring that out. But the spacer, as you can see in there, pokes it out 3 inches and it just fits a lot better than before. So I'm happy with that. Alright, and since the Vaydor is almost ready to have the kit bonded down permanently, one more thing I have to do is remove this covering for the gas line. That way I can get down there and I can trim the gas line, cut it, and reroute it to the section in the middle. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can get that panel off without removing the tire. I should have done it when I had it up, but I wasn't thinking about it. So if I can get that panel off without taking the tire back off, I will. That way I can measure the diameter of the piping so I can get the right size rubber tubing. If not, I'm going to have to jack it up, remove the tire, and then I'll have all the room I need to get in there, and I'll just measure that up. And then I think Home Depot or Lowe's has the correct fuel line that I need, so I'll go pick that up, and then we can figure out how we're going to route it through to the center of the car. Okay, yeah, I tried. There's too much spare metal here. I already gouged my hand on this, so I'm just going to jack it back up. I just have to slide the quick jacks back into place, and I'll do that real quick. Alright, so looking at the sleeve that covers the fuel line, looks pretty simple. There's a pin there, there, and there. I'm not sure if you have to unbolt this yet, so I'm going to undo these pins first, try to pull it down, and just remove the cover. Alright, there we go. Took off the panel. And as you can see, the fuel line's right here, so I'm gonna look that up, see if that gives me any information. If not, I'm just gonna measure straight across with a tape measure, see how wide it is, and basically when I'm installing the line, I'll just cut it somewhere around here and fit the new rubber line on top of it and reroute that somehow to the middle over there, and hook this same top piece here. I'm gonna cut down here too, and then connect the two pieces with the rubber tube all the way over. That way we have a new section for the gas filler. Alright, I measured it and then I just looked it up, and they seem to have the same information. I measured at a 1-inch diameter, and that's what I found online, so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go see if I can find the right tubing at Lowe's right now. And when you're looking for tube, make sure it says it's compatible with fuel or gas or something, because some rubber tubes can be eaten up by the gas. You want to make sure you get one that's made for fuel lines. Alright, so now that I checked that out, I'm going to put the wheel back on, pull it outside, and take it for a ride with the spacer, see if I feel any issues. I assume it should be fine, but I'm going to go get it out on the road and see how it is. Alright, so we took it around the block a couple times and no issues at all. Spacers seem fine. Drives just like it used to, so that's good news. I'm going to put it back in the garage and run to Lowe's to see if I can get that fuel line, and I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.